Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we have my Baobab tree behind me! Look at this beauty! Oh my gosh, it turned out both a little bit rougher around the edges and more awesome than I ever expected it to! It's kind of hilarious that this is supposed to be a small Baobab tree too, and it's still so huge! But maybe that means we can build some mega huge Baobab trees and put entire like rooms inside of them and shops like we talked about before, or even like a mega huge one. Can you imagine how cool it would be if we had a gigantic Baobab tree somewhere in the distance that just kind of pulled the entire Savannah zone together? That would be amazing. Also, I really hope that giraffe is not escaping. Oh dear. All right, quickly, before I can admire trees and tell you guys all about how we're going to be building more of them. Yeah, it's a venomous spider. No, it's not so cute, guest. You do not need to wonder, like venomous. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, geez. Thank you. Thank you very much for the money. I guess I have an apple that I can give you, guest. I mean that, okay, I definitely feel like I have put my guest at very much risk of their lives with this venomous snake. So we need to go ahead and remove it. And we also need to go ahead. Yes, there's no restrooms right now. I'm sorry. We'll work on that. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you guys didn't worry about, you know, a cobra at your feet. And I hope you enjoy the apple in exchange for the coins. Thank you very much for the tip, though. It really, really helps to keep the zoo going. Oh my gosh. Well, now that we have had a very exciting morning, welcome back to Zoodesia Zoo, everyone, where we are going to be building more Baobab trees around our beautiful Savannah area to celebrate our elephants and to try to make them super happy and super healthy. I want to make sure that giraffe is also safe and not about to plunge into the ravine. So, my favorite are dinosaurs. Is that exhibit open yet? No, friend, but I have not forgotten dinosaurs, trust me. Dinodesia is still on the list, along with a million other things. All right, are you safe, little one? You are not quite safe. In fact, you are right on the edge. Nobody panic. Somebody dropped their plastic bags at my feet. Okay, deep breaths, deep breaths. Don't startle the giraffe. Hello, my dear. Let's just go ahead and not... Oh, yes, they're real animals. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much fun it is to have the guest like floating around us. I can't believe we ended up picking up some plastic bag trash from them already too. All right, I think we need to probably fill in this hole. It is just too risky to have next to our entire like Savannah zone. And I'm beginning to think that maybe we should go ahead and fill in some of this ravine. Or at least make it so that the animals can't come so close to the ravine. Maybe with some really sharp cliffs that just arc upwards. That would be really pretty. And then we can still have a viewing area where the guests can come into a little like observation spot into the ravine. That would be down here. Oh, hi! In fact, some of the guests have already wandered into here. Oh, thank you for your plastic cup. Holy cow, everybody is like littering. Yeah, it looks like guests want to have an observation area to go see the pretty ravine, so we can totally make that happen. Oh my gosh. All right, let's release this giraffe in here. My heart. Panic left, right, and center. Ah, there you are, my dear. Little Julian, please don't be that bold and brave. You're going to give me a heart attack. And I'm really concerned about, like, you know, you diving into that ravine. So I think we need to fill that ravine up with dirt today. But before we go ahead and work on those parts of the zoo and get caught up on how much there is to do in the zoo, ta-da! My Baobab tree! My mini Baobab tree, friends! So this is going to be one of the trees we are going to build over in the safari zone for all of the elephants and educate our guest about these amazing and beautiful trees. These beauties right here, my friends, they can live up to 1,500 years. They can get huge, like I've said, so you could put entire stores in there, let alone several humans. Like, you could stick a small house inside of the base of a healthy Baobab tree, and their bark is really interesting. When you study their bark, it kind of looks melty, kind of like banyan trees do, where they're able to really adapt to whatever shifts and changes in their environment they have. And their bark is full of water. Their really soft bark is full of water, kind of like a watermelon, and not quite as soft as a watermelon, but about as much moisture. And that means that elephants absolutely adore being able to nibble on the bark of these trees. And as a result, you'll often come across baobab trees that have huge gouges carved into them that look like small caves practically. And those were probably started by elephants, African elephants, using those powerful tusks of theirs to go ahead and pierce the tree. They do that with a lot of trees, by the way. African elephants are not gentle on trees. They're going to eat as much of that delicious inner bark of a tree as possible because it provides a lot of great nutrients for them and water. And if you're as big as an elephant, you need a lot of water. And that's where the baobab tree comes in. Anywhere you see these baobab trees growing, it means that there is probably a good water source, but it might be underground where the elephants cannot access it. So even though these trees grow in what are externally and on the surface very sunny, very hot climates, their roots are extremely powerful and grow very well and can tap into that underground reserve of water. And when they bring that water up from underground and put it into their bark as the water rises to reach the tips of the branches at the top of the tree, that transports the water, and that transportation spot of the bark is where the elephants will come along, pierce it, and get the water that otherwise was underground and inaccessible to them so that they can survive on the hot, dry savanna lands. And that is one of the many reasons the baobab tree is so important. But oh man, once we start building enough of them and I can hang some of their little flowers, beautiful baobab flowers, in them, we will start talking about how they are also essential for fruit bats. And let's see, what are the little sugar possums called again? Bush babies! And for bush babies, which are a adorable little like nighttime critter that roam some parts of Africa that I don't know very much about, but they basically look like an oversized sugar glider to me at first. And I want to learn more about, so we'll learn more about bush babies in the future too. But all of that is after we build more baobabs. And that's where I've got some conflicting news. Because we're actually running low on hay bales. I brought all of the wheat, more or less, that I have at home, except for what I probably need to keep in order to have a personal stock of food. And all of that, more than half of it ended up going into one baobab that isn't even as big as I probably want to make them. I actually want to extend this one a little bit more. And I need more oak leaves as well. But all of that went into just making one small baobab tree. So if we want to make more baobab trees, I'm gonna need more wheat, which means we probably need to go to the farm. I also need more oak leaves, and I'm thinking we might even need to hire a special botanist who can possibly trade us all of this grass for wheat. Because when I was looking around trying to figure out, do I want to like grow a farm or something around here? How am I going to get enough wheat? I looked at all of the grass that is everywhere, and this grass is actually something that you would have elephants eat as well. They love the inner bark of trees, they love leaves, but they will also eat grass in high abundance. And hay and grass are actually some of the main food sources for elephants in zoos. So it hit me. Why don't we have a botanist come and work for us, a new member of our zoo, who could come and be one of our NPC workers, and we could exchange all of this wild grass that just pops up everywhere and is pretty easy to reproduce, as long as you have like a little bit of compost, which we probably could get a ton of from said elephant soon. Once they get comfortable enough, they'll probably start leaving gigantic piles of poo everywhere. But what if we had a botanist we could trade this grass to in exchange for wheat to represent the forage, the hay forage. Forage is what you call like all of the various plants, the miscellaneous leafy plants that are edible, like grass, leaves, bushes, flowers. When you just kind of like wrap it up into one big clump, it becomes forage for the various like herbivorous animals you're going to be feeding it to. But I want to hire a botanist who can maybe specialize in baobab flowers and telling us about baobab trees. And maybe even we could give him like zookeeper experience, enough zookeeper experience that he could give us a starter Baobab's worth of hay, bales, and oak leaves, which I think would be really fun. So I want to hire a botanist, which means going to the little place that we have here in Zoodesia where I can put in a help wanted ad and we can have a new keeper show up, as long as I have enough zookeeper experience. So those are my plans. We're gonna make more bulbs. We need more wheat for that. I think I want to go ahead and we might hit up the farm to gather up what wheat we have. I might even make a few little spots. Would growing wheat in this area look okay? I don't know. Maybe we should get some seeds and like maybe like if we had just a, oh look, there's those acacia ants. Oh, I need to have an information display about them. But if we had like a little line of wheat growing right over here, could we make it look like a naturalistic spot? I think we probably could. I think we could do that. Well, we should have multiple resources, Sunflower. You should never put all of your eggs in one basket, which really, okay, saying that to you makes me feel a little awkward. I'm sorry, Sunflower. I promise we will always protect all of your eggs. You can put them in one basket and I will defend it with my life. Probably shouldn't make that reference in front of an egg-laying creature. But let's try putting some wheat in here. I don't think we'll have enough. We're gonna need a lot of wheat. So much wheat, I think it's just better to hire someone because we are a zoological facility. We are not supposed to be doing this on our own. You're supposed to have a whole team of zookeepers to help you out. Oh, I only have a couple seeds. Well, then, what about over here? How many seeds here? Okay, 4 seeds there, 6 seeds there. I mean, it's not terrible. I've got a water bucket here. Do I have a hoe anywhere in here? No, I don't think so. All right, so let's go ahead and it's been so long. How does one make a hoe again? That's yes, there we go. I'm so glad I remembered that mostly from muscle memory. It has been so long since I have had to make this. All right. Not putting our eggs in one basket. No offense, Sunflower. So we'll have a spot where we can grow some wheat. And wheat looks really pretty in our world. So if I put water there, and then I go ahead and put dirt there, and then come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we plant the wheat right here. Let's see how that, because maybe we could get like a double line of wheat just growing up along this natural little cliff here. And then we can come over and harvest it when it's ready, but it might make a nice little garden spot, a natural little garden to kind of slip into the bits and pieces of the corners of our place. So I think that'll be good. All right, what other places can I gather wheat for gigantic baobab trees from? I mean, I could go back home, but I think let's try going to the farm. It's been a very, very, very long time since I have gone to the farm. So I'm hoping maybe, and then let's just, yay, a dump chest. Just to dump all of the various knickknacks. Oh, and the pig! Oh, and the ostrich. I need to release those guys so that they don't have to be stuck in my pockets and worry about anything. All right, mole fingers, I need to put you away. I can put the dirt in here. Carpenter's in there for just a minute. Oh, I should probably refill this bucket. This is my emergency water bucket. There we go, good. It's kind of really awesome to have just a little fresh spring running through my glamping location. Very nice. All right, and I'm gonna hang this hoe up over here. Kind of a mess, but it'll do. And I'm getting hungry, so let's grab this applesauce. I wonder if I have anything left at the farmhouse. It's been so long since I've gone to my farmhouse, I don't remember. Lily, Tate, you guys can come with me. You guys should be allowed to come back to the farmhouse for a little bit. Stretch your paws. At least you will once I find, where did I put the, there we go, the launcher. All right, come on, Tate. And Lily girl. There we go. And put them away. I'll be right back, Sunflower. Thankfully, we have a teleporter for this. I love that teleport magic. Something tells me I'll need to use Zookeeper experience points in the future to get teleports to work anywhere. There's always a cost. All right, little safari teleporter. One day you will just look like stone, but for now you're good. I guess I need to go. Oh, I need to go all the way back home for this though, don't I? Oh geez, getting my hands on some wheat is actually trickier than I thought. I thought I could teleport, but that's a within the zoo teleporter. To get to my farm, I need to go back to the house. All right, well, we'll raid all of the wheat that we have in the house, and while we're there, we can look for oak leaves too. All right, back home, Sunflower. I was just joking. Okay. But I do have a little farm, and it's been so long since I've seen it. But the world of Zoodacia is huge. It spreads in so many different directions. I can't wait. I can feel, after all this time, my heart and my connection to this world really returning. All of its little nooks and crannies that are probably overwhelming for anybody who's new, but for me, I love that sense of a gigantic, endless library, Sunflower, where you can just go in so many different directions and find something new around every corner. And Iris, it's so good to see you again, dear. Here, have some zombie jerky. You're a little hungry. All right, and while we're here, I'm going to walk amidst all of our royal snails and grab more of the wheat that's already grown over here. And keep all the seeds. Well, that I don't need to replant. All right. Man, I was really ready for autumn. I already had pumpkins and everything planted. All right. Little patch of wheat. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. I'll keep the extra seeds. And then we'll go ahead and darling! Man, it's really fun to be able to like zigzag between all of the different places in our world and gather up the resources I know are there. Oh my gosh, we really did drain like almost all of the wheat last time we were here. Oh my goodness. Do I have any that's just in my miscellaneous crop section? I do! Oh heck. All right, maybe we don't need to worry too much because we have, oh my gosh, look at all of this wheat. Man, this is years worth of harvest finally coming to fruition now that we are going ahead and building gigantic trees. All right, let's grab this wheat too. And then I need to leave behind a little line of it just in case. Look at all that corn. What am I even gonna do with all of that corn? I mean, what? Like zucchini bakes, veggie strips, mixed salad, creamed corn, tuna potatoes, garden salad, corn flakes, veggie bait. I mean, I could make stock, corn on the cob, corn seeds, corn meal. Where's popcorn? Oh, there's popcorn. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all that corn. I'm gonna have to think about that. I wonder if there's a way to like trade the corn for something. This is why we need just a tiny little crossover farming village of some kind. Corn for wheat. All right, maybe I don't need to worry about going to the farm because I do have a ton of wheat here. I kind of wanted to go on a trip to the farm anyway, just to see what's there. Why the heck not, you know? And then let's come in here, and now I need oak leaves. All right, thank goodness. Tons of oak leaves. Not tons and tons, but at least a few. All right, we'll make a little oak leaf pattern down here. I wonder what the best way to gather oak leaves would be. Maybe going into the Twilight Forest and seeing if there's some trees we can harvest from there. Because the Twilight Forest regenerates itself quite nicely. Oh, and the walnuts. Heck, I love being here. But all right, so now we have at least the oak leaves and we have a whole bunch of hay, which is fantastic. Just rolling in the hay, which is wonderful. All finished. And now, Sunflower, I think next time though, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the farm and just see what's on the farm. It's been a long time. And we might even start seeing some more crossover things start appearing in our wonderful world of Zoodacia when it comes to farming too. So, all right, Baobab tree! I am really proud about it. It's really beautiful. I can't wait to tell you guys more about the Baobab and how amazing it is. And we're gonna be adding several of them over into our Savannah zone to really bring out the beauty of what our natural world has to offer very soon. So if you guys could, do please leave a like for all of our wonderful Zoodesia nooks and crannies. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.